In this video, we're going to talk about sending out an email event invitation. So we're going to send out to our PCSOI an invitation to join this event by email. All right, the first thing we have here is all the text that you're going to need, all the words, what we call copy, C-O-P-Y, copy. All the words that we're going to use in the event invitation email is right here below. And then just below this part is the next checklist for how to actually send it out. So we've got for instance, the Valentine's Day giveaway. And here is the text that in a little bit we're going to be doing just like this. We're going to copy this and paste it in. So it's already created for you. You don't have to create it off the top of your head. Just use our template and it'll get you there. And you could just modify it to match what your objective is. All right, and then we've got the Spring Clean giveaway. All that text is right here. And then we have the Summer Fun giveaway, and all that text is right here. And then we've got the Pi Day giveaway, and all that text for that email, which is a little different than the others, is right here. Okay, so how we're going to make this work is we're going to use templates. We're going to make a Lofty email template for each event. Each event will have its own template. Of course, there'll be 4 of them for the 4 events that we do, 1 a quarter. And the nice thing about creating the template is we'll create it once, and then each year when we do this, we could just go in and copy the template, and it'll really speed up the process. All right, so how we're going to create this template is we're going to copy each event template above, the words that we have already created for you above, into a separate Lofty email template. We'll show you how to do that in just a second. And of course, you'll end up then with 4 event email templates. All right, so how are we going to do that? We're going to go to, and then this is our long direction for you, where we'll go into settings, then templates, then email templates, then template. We also have given you a nice direct link here. If you click on it, here's a hyperlink to get you there faster if you've already logged into Lofty. But we'll take you through the long method just to show you how to do it, and it's not as bad as it looks there. So we go settings, templates, email templates, templates. So from this page or any page on the site, you'll go over here in the upper middle right, and settings, and we'll click settings. And then over on the left, we're going to go ahead and scroll down to templates. And then under templates, we see email, and we'll click on email to open up the templates-email. And then of the 3 options here, we'll start here with email templates. And then we'll scroll down to our templates, which is at the bottom. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click the Add Template button, that little plus Add Template button. And so again, right here next to the word template, and we started up here at the top and we've gone down to the next section, so template, and it says, hey, add a template. We'll click on that. All right, so our form pops up, the add email template form, and it says, all right, what do you want to put in here? And let's start building this out. Okay, what we're going to do next is we're going to put in the name. For the name, we're going to enter the event name. And as an example, we've got, let's start with the Valentine's Day giveaway. We'll go ahead and use that. That's our name of this template. And notice we're not going to put the year on it at the end because we're going to use this for all years that we send it out. Next, we've got the subject. And for the subject, we're going to enter the title in the template above these directions. And as an example, a romantic dinner for 2 giveaway. Let me show you what I mean. Up here at the remember, this is all our templated language, and this was the Valentine's Day giveaway. And here is the title, the very first line for the subject. And we'll just go ahead and copy this. And this is the romantic dinner for 2 giveaway. And that's what we're going to post here in the subject line of the email. All right, that's going to catch people's attention and hopefully get them to open up this email and take a look. Romantic dinner for 2 giveaway. I think people will take a look at that. So we just did subject. Now we'll talk about the folder. At this point, we'll just leave it without any folder. You can organize it later, but that's right here. We'll just say without any folders. You could have a folder. If you already started a folder where you're throwing your emails into, or if you want to create one for giveaways as an example, go ahead. But we're going to go ahead and create this without any folders at this time. All right, next we got the body. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy the entire event email template above, one template each for each event. And we're going to take that information and we're going to paste it into the body of the REALTY email template. So it's going to look like this. We're going to roll up here to Romantic Dinner for Two giveaway. And so that was the title. And so the body copy starts right here with the hi. And we'll go all the way to the bottom. So you see what I did there? Hi, all the way through good luck. And again, we can right click and copy, or we could do Control C. And we go in here and we highlight in. You can do a Control V as in Victor to paste it in. When I'm pasting in like this, I do like to do a paste as plain text. The reason I do that is then whatever font is already in this native environment, in this case the email, will be used rather than whatever I pulled from the old document. If I do a paste, it'll come from the old document and use whatever formatting was there. If I do paste as a plain text, it'll go ahead and format whatever's in this new document. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click plain text, and it'll set up the font size and font type that's already inherent in this form. All right, so now that's done. Let's see what else we're supposed to do. All right, so we got body, and then now we're going to update all items in the brackets that will remain constant, for all future emails. Examples are the agent's name, the agent's phone number, etc. And I'm going to go ahead and read the next one because it applies, and that is do not change the items in brackets that will be unique to each event, i.e. the deadline date, the deadline time, the drawing time, the pickup date, the pickup time frame, the pickup location, agent website, event registration landing page, etc. So I'll show you what that means as we get into it, but I think you get the idea. And then also it says, hey, enter the merge code for the lead's first name. So let's go ahead and do all those right now. So we'll go up to the top, and right here at the beginning it says hi, and then merge code for the lead's first name, and then a period. And the reason we do that is in case, for whatever reason, they don't have a first name in the system, it'll at least just say hi with a period after it. That's why we do it this way, and we'll put the first name in there. But if they have a name like hi Jack, it'll say hi Jack or hi Jill, and that's pretty good. It'll personalize it a little bit. The merge code for this is over on the right corner here where it says variable. We'll click that for the drop down and look at the options. So we have lead variable, and then we have agent variables, and we're looking for lead variable here. And again, we're looking for lead first name. So we got lead name, that's the full name. Then we got first name and last name. We're going to click this first name. So we'll go ahead and click that. And now it's in there. You'll notice the hashtag before and after. In REALTY, that's saying, hey, we're going to merge this in with whatever you have in the contact name. If there's nothing in there, we'll leave it blank. But that's what it's going to do for each of these emails that get sent out. All right, it says, hey, my real estate practice is hosting a Valentine's Day giveaway, romantic dinner for two at the Olive Garden restaurant. 3 chances to win. First prize is a $100 gift card. Second prize is a $50 gift card. Third prize is a $25 gift card. Remember, you can change those if you want to do different amounts or just do one prize or however you're doing it. But this is how we're recommending you set it up. Or if you're doing a different restaurant, just be sure to update this to what you're going to be doing. All right, so enter the agent name is going to be constant for every time we do it. So I'll put my name in there. You would put your name in there. And then let's see, call or text. If you want to enter call or text or go to, and we'll enter the phone number. Okay, and it says, hey, go to the agent website event registration landing page. Now, you might be tempted to put that in, but if you recall, we're going to change that each year so we can show compliance with any agency that may be overseeing this or looking at it to make sure we're not doing anything with gambling. We've mentioned that before. You got to follow your state laws. So we're going to keep a record of this by having a unique URL or a unique page for each event. So we'll go ahead and leave that alone, and we'll update that each time we're going to send it out. Remember, right now we're just creating a template that we're going to use for each of these Valentine's Day events throughout history. So this year, next year, year after that, etc. Okay. All right. So there's no cost to enter. The entry deadline is blank. Well, that date is going to change based on the calendar and the deadline time. All the deadline time we probably know, but we'll leave that alone just as a reminder that we're going to want to update it each time. All right, the random drawing will be held on, and again, drawing date, that's going to be unique each year. Take care, and now I can put in the agent name. Okay, and I could put in my name there. I've also talked about this before. You can just hard copy your name in, or if for any reason you think you might change your name in the future. I know that sounds weird, but some people use nicknames, or maybe they use their middle name, and then in the future, maybe they decide they don't want to do that. If you, for any reason, think that might be true, you might want to put in a variable for the agent variable, and this is where you would put in agent name. I'll just show you what that would look like, and then it'll do your first and last name there on however you've entered it into the system in Lofty. And again, the only reason to do that is if you think you might change your name in the future for whatever reason. Maybe you're going to get married or divorced, or I don't know, you may just decide you may want to change your name. Instead of having to go through and change every single hard copied name, you could just do it once in Lofty and it would auto-fill in all these. So just a little idea there, but I'm going to go ahead and hard copy mine in on this one. All right, and then we've got the company name, and unless your state requires you to put something else different in there, that's what we'll put in. And then say, hey, thank you for hiring me, referring me to your friends, family, acquaintances, and coworkers for real estate services. So now we've got that updated. Add any necessary spaces between the lines for easy reading. I'm a big proponent of this. You can send it out just the way it looks. Everything will be fine. I like to add extra spaces. So I'll go ahead and put a space for easy reading between these. Actually, I'll probably leave those together. Just kind of use your own judgment. Okay, there you go. So I'll just look back through it. So I just wanted to make it look easy to read. All right, so I've got a real estate practice opening Valentine's Day giveaway, romantic dinner for two at the Olive Garden restaurant, 3 chances to win, and I bunched those together. You could separate them out too, although if you did, I'd just keep the prizes together. Maybe I kind of looked like that looked better even. 3 chances to win, and there's first, second, and third place. To enter and your VIP club, so the agent's name VIP club, the free door prize giveaway, call or text or go to. You want to give people this option in case they don't have access to the internet for some reason, although this is an email. However, we don't know what their situation is, so we'll have the option for them to call or text. And hey, we're always looking for a good conversation, so that's always promoted anyway. So there's no cost to enter. Deadline to enter the event is here. That's going to be, again, unique to each situation, so we leave it alone. And we look like we've got a pretty nice looking template there. Let's see what else we got. All right, so we're going to proof the template several times. Again, I'm a big believer in that, especially because I make a lot of typos. And so I read through there and make sure that I didn't make any typos in your template, or you didn't make any when you were updating anything. Okay. And then once that's done, go ahead and click Save. So once that's done, you go down here to the bottom right and the blue button, click Save. And now the template is in there. There it is. Boom. All right, you're going to do this for all 4 events. So the Valentine's Day, the spring, the summer, and the Pi Day event. Go ahead and do this exact same thing for all 4. Why? Because you might as well drop all these templates in right now, because you may be running fast later in the year, and you'll be happy that you went ahead and dropped these templates in. Makes sense? It was pretty quick and pretty easy to do. You know exactly how to handle it. And I'm going to assume that you can take care of that on your own. So go ahead and do that for all 4 events. Okay, now let's talk about how to prepare the newest event invitation email, the one we're going to use currently. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to go to the list of email templates, and we're going to copy the email template by clicking the wheel symbol under the action columns. That's to the far right, and clicking the copy. So let's show you how to do that. So here we've got the Valentine's Day giveaway. Remember, this is our generic one. And over here on the far right is the action button. We open that up and it says, hey, do a copy. So we'll make a copy. By the way, there it is. You can see with the word copy. Okay, so we're going to find the new copy of the template and then click edit under the action column. So we find this one that says copy in it. And we'll go to the right now and we'll click edit. And that brings it open. All right, so we're going to rename it, and what we'll do is we're basically going to add the event year. And so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and write in here 2024. Cool. And then we'll click save. All right, let's go ahead and click save. After you've made the name change, go ahead and verify the name change. So you go in here and, yep, verified the name change, you made it. And now let's go ahead and reopen that new edition of the template. So I can go ahead and go over here to action and edit. And now we've opened it up. All right, next we're going to update items and brackets that will be unique to the current event, like the deadline date, the deadline time, the drawing date, the pickup time frame, pickup location, agent website, event registration, landing page, etc. There'll be a couple things here that will be unique to this event. So let's go ahead in here. This is our Valentine's Day giveaway, romantic dinner for 2. Now I'm just going to go line by line and see if there's anything I have to update. And here we go. We got a big one, which is the agent website event registration landing page. And if you recall, I went ahead and put this on a notepad so I could easily get it and copy it. Now, one other thing, you may have left your page open for the event itself. The registration page, that's cool. If you did, you can go ahead and highlight the URL up there and copy and paste it. That's another way to get this. Either way, you'll go in now after you've highlighted this and right-click and paste as plain text. So the font will be the same. And there it is. We'll put a space in there. All right, boom. And so now when people get it on their side, most email services will turn that into a hyperlink so they can click on it and get over to you. So yeah, go ahead and leave it with the HTTPS that says it's a secure site. You could do a www. But I recommend you just leave it the way your URL was, and everybody will be just fine getting there that way. All right, let's see. There's no cost to enter the deadline for entry. Now we want to enter the deadline date and time. And so this one is going to be February 15th of, we're doing this 2024, and the time is 5 o'clock. I like to make it during business hours, so the end of the business day. I don't want it to be late into the night for myself personally, but you can do what you want. That's my recommendation. You could even do it at noon or whatever your time frame is. And I just realized that needs to be the 14th. Because this is the entry deadline. All right, there we go. So February 14th is the entry deadline. And then the random drawing will be held on. We want everybody to know when that's going to be. We're going to do ours the very next day. So February 15th, 2024. All right. And the winner will be notified. All right, cool. So take care. And that's it. We're out. It's a pretty quick, easy email, just inviting them. Whoops. And we have our PS down here. So, hey, thank you for hiring me and referring me to your friends, family, acquaintances, and coworkers for real estate services. Good luck. All right, cool. And again, that's the assumptive close, the assumptive thank you. That comes from Daniel Del Real, this PS down here. He loves to just be assumptive about referrals and say thank you to everyone for sending a referral. whether they have or have not. And he's discovered that that results in more referrals. This is a guy who does a couple hundred referral closings a year, so it's some pretty good advice. All right, let's double check, make sure we updated everything. We've got, this is our merge field. That looks good. Did we get all the brackets taken care of? Yeah, that one went in, and that went in, and that went in. Yeah, I think we're looking pretty good. Let's see what else we have in our notes. Let's see, confirm the update to the agent website registration. Yeah, because that's so important that you make sure you give them that link, because that's our preferred method for them to go in. I want to just double check and make sure, yep, it's my website and it looks correct to me. So good. And then verify the number and the amount of prizes. Yeah, that's probably a pretty good idea in case I changed my mind. Or whatever's here is not what you really want to do. So yeah, it's 150 and 25. Yep, that's right. And then, hey, proof the addition. It should be complete, and then save it. So again, we'll read back through it again. Everything looks good. You would want to take a lot more time doing that, and then click save. All right, now it's in our system. So again, we had the overall template, and now we have a unique email. Even though we're putting it in templates, this is our unique email that we want to send out to our people for this particular event in 2024. You'll see why we're doing that as we go along. So next, we're going to send the event invitation email. To do that, we need to go to People inside of Lofty. So we're here, and all we have to do to go to People is upper left corner, People. That's our CRM. We'll click on People. And now we're looking at all our people. I'll notice right off the bat, though, it's not showing all my leads. So I'll go over here to the right and click on Filters, and notice that there is a filter on. So I'll click it to see what it is, and I'm going to go ahead and take that off for now. Just because I want to start with a clean slate. So I've got all leads, all 13 leads here before I start. And that's kind of important. You want to start with a clean slate every time before you do a search. Otherwise, you may get too narrow of a list and not be sending out to everybody you want to. All right, so now we're there. Now we're going to add a filter, and we're going to filter for our PCSOI. And the simplest thing to do if you've been following our process is look for the tag PCSOI. If you've been adding that to your people, that's the best way and easiest. You might have also done pipeline, sphere, or segment, past clients, and SOI. I'm not using those often, though, because Lofty will update those. If somebody goes in and takes some action, they'll actually change them from, say, pipeline sphere to pipeline active, or they'll change it, and then you can't do your search. So that's why I actually think it's pretty smart and even critical, really, to do a tag called PCSOI or whatever you want to call them, because tags you control and it won't change. Lofty won't change it as you're moving along, unless you've created a rule for it to change it, which is very highly unlikely. All right, so we're going to go ahead and filter for our PCSOI. So again, I've got all my leads over here. I go to the far right, I click Filters, and under Filters, I click in Search Filters, and I'm going to type in the word tags. I want to look for tags, and I'll click on it, and it's going to scroll me down through this list. Now, I could have physically scrolled down, but it just gets me there faster. And so now I've got tags, and it's include one of, and here I want to click Select Tags. And then under this, I want to click on this search, looks like a magnifying glass, the icon, and I'm going to type in PCSOI. So I've already been using that for my other leads, so it's there, and I click on this. Watch what happens when I click on this. What happens over here to all my leads, what the number is going to go to. It's 13 now. I'm going to click on it, dropped it down to 6. I've got 6 PCSOI that have been labeled that way as a tag. Okay, so I've reduced my list from the universe of all the leads I have in here down to this special group of people, my PCSOI. Okay, because that's who I want to send this out to. Once I've done that, I can leave this open or I can click the X and close it. The filter remains. See, the filter is still there, one filter and 6 leads. Okay, once we've done that, let's keep going. It says, hey, select email recipients who this is going to be sent out to by clicking the checkbox next to each name or selecting all. So you could do this one and this one and this one. You know, you could check them one by one. But if you have a big list, probably want to hit this button up here, and it gives you 2 options. Do you want to do everyone on this page, or do you want to do everyone on that's ended up as a result of your filter? And we're going to pick the second one. And it's kind of important to do that because you may have more people that are on this page. I have a small list, so it's not going to go beyond 50. But again, if I had a group of, say, 70 people, and I only click the top one, says current page, I get 50 people, but I lose the other 20 that I had on page 2. Make sense? So I'm going to go ahead and select all. And now it's selected all, in this case, all 6 for me, but it would select everyone that you had tagged as a PCSOI. All right, you're going to review the selected names. You're going to do a double check. Just kind of scroll down here. I don't have enough to scroll, but you would scroll down here through this list and make sure that all these people are, in fact, in your PCSOI. Nothing's jumping out of you as a mistake or an error. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do click the mass email button. All right, so we'll go up here and click the mass email button. There we go, mass, mass email, the upper left says mass email. I'll click on that. And it says, hey, do you want to connect your email account? If you want to send email through Lofty CRM, you will need to select from the following. And then it says Gmail Exchange, IMAP, Office. Sync your existing Gmail Exchange or Office 360 email or IMAP or SMTP email account with the Lofty CRM and go to settings and da 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 da. Well, we have a warning about that right here, so I'm glad it popped up. So the first time, and actually oftentimes, when you try to mass email, Lofty will request that you connect your email account. You can do that, or you can close the window and start over, and Lofty will send from the internal Lofty email account. This is completely your choice. If you want to send from your personal email out to everybody, you probably will have a better delivery rate. However, your email, your personal email, may start to get labeled as spam from people. And so that's why I don't send through my personal. And even though I may not get full delivery, I'm okay with sending through the Lofty email because I don't want to damage the reputation of my personal email. That's just my personal choice. You can do either one. So what I do over here is when it makes it look like you have to do this to connect to your email account, but you don't have to do it. Here's the other option. Just click the X. Just click the X up here, and you just start over. Watch what happens this time. So I'm just going to go back and click mass email again. And now it just takes me into the mass email, okay? Now this is a new one. Let's see. The AI writing assistant may display inaccurate or offensive information that does not represent Lofty's views. By clicking OK, you understand Lofty will not take responsibility for AI-generated content. Well, okay. That's interesting. That's, I guess, a reason that I would consider making sure I do my own writing. But all right, you got to click OK. And now I'm in the form, and I'm going to turn this assistant off. So what I did was I just clicked away from that. I just clicked down here somewhere. Now, it starts off with my signature already in there, which is kind of nice. My email signature is already loaded up. However, there's no email. Just want to point that out. It does show my from, and I want to point that out as well. This is the Lofty email address that they've given me, which is my first name _ last name at epicrealty.net, okay, to be sending these items out. And that is not my email address that I have at Epic. This is like a secondary thing that just for email. It's kind of cool. You can kind of create a reputation for just this email address. It has loaded up who it's going to go out to. Notice there were 6 of them, and it says 1, 2, and then 4 more. So there's 6 people it's going to go out to. You could check this CC if you want family members to receive it as well. For this item, you can decide if you want to send an invitation to family members. If you do, it will increase the number from the 6 to anyone else you have on that contact, say in the family member area. And that may not be a bad idea. You'll have to think about what you want to do there. I'll let you decide that. But let me keep going here, back to our notes. Okay, so next we're going to click on the template button in the mass email box, and we're going to find and click on the latest event invitation email, and it's going to autofill. So we're back over here now into our mass email form that we're going to send out. Now, I'll just make a quick note before we do this next step. Make sure that your cursor is all the way up here at the top, because I've made the mistake where my cursor was down below, and I've done this, and then it will enter this template that we're about to put in down below, the form, the invitation, and it looks kind of weird. So we're going to put this all the way up here at the top, and make sure that my cursor is at the top of this form before we start. Here's the next step. We're going to go over here to the right where it says template, and we're going to click open that template. And it's going to show some options up here at the top. It says, hey, without any folders, and that's where it is. It's Valentine's Day giveaway is the main one, and then we got the Valentine's Day giveaway 2024, and we want the 2024, so I'll click on that. And hey, look at that, it entered it. So it entered it from the beginning all the way down to the end. We'll take out space, make it look nice. But there it is. It looks pretty good. It's already updated and ready to go. And yeah, nice. Okay. Boom. And so let's see what's next. So we review our email multiple times. We want to make sure there are no errors. We'll update anything that's necessary. I do highly recommend those proofs. Next, hey, if you want to send an event invitation email to all family members in each contact file, click the checkbox that reads CC to all family members, if not, leave it blank. And I think we've mentioned that before, but if you click up here at the CC all family members, it will not only send to these 6, but to anybody else who has an email in that contact that was labeled as a family member. So you can decide whether you want to do that or not. Kind of sounds like an interesting idea. For instance, a spouse would be good. A child, I don't know. You'd have to think about that, because it's going to just send to all other family members. So you know what your data looks like, and you can make that decision. All right, next we're going to schedule the mass email to go out. So you could send this right now, but I don't recommend that, because unless your event is coming right up, you're probably, if you're doing this right, you're planning this out 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in advance. And so we won't want to send it right now. We want to delay send it, which is this little clock over here on the right. I'll show you in just a second. We're going to schedule this to go out later. All right, and so that's what this is. Hey, schedule your mass email to go out. Best practice is to send your newsletter email 7 days before the event on the entry deadline. You're going to click the clock symbol on the right side of the blue send button on the bottom right corner of the email. You're going to select the date and time to email. We recommend that you do it 7 days before the entry deadline. Get everybody kind of interested in what's going on, get them involved. And you can send the email as an example for the Valentine's Day giveaway. You would send it on the 7th at 9 a.m., which is 7 days before the entry deadline of February 14th. Okay, so once we get all that done, we press the confirm button, and when prompted, we would reconfirm and click yes. All right, and then the email will be scheduled. So let's show you what I mean. We're over here in our form, and we've got everything. We've proofed it. We're happy with what it looks like. We're going to go ahead and click this clock button, and then the clock says, hey, you want to send tomorrow morning, you want to send tomorrow afternoon, or do you want to pick a specific date and time? Now you can see I'm doing this after the event would have happened. So I just want to show you that you can schedule it. So mine shows August. I'm going to show February. Excuse me, I'm going to pretend like this is February, even though it says August. So my event would be on the 14th. I'd schedule this on the 7th. Okay, and I would schedule that at 9. I like to send mine first things in the morning, so 9 o'clock a.m., not p.m. And I'll do that. My time is Mountain Time. And so again, this is August, and I recognize that, but I'm doing this training in August. And so you would be, for your event, you would be scheduling that for February 7th, 7 days before the Valentine's Day giveaway. Make sense? All right. And for instance, I could schedule this. Let me just do that for fun. I could schedule this for next year. I could do that right now for February 7th. Look at that. All right. As an example. Now I'm going to bring that back because I actually do want to receive this thing and see what it looks like. But you could schedule this. Actually, I'll just go ahead and show you. So I scheduled it, and then I'll click to confirm. And are you sure you want to send this email on February 7th at 9 a.m.? And you click yes. It's loading it up, and now it is scheduled. And notice down here in the bottom of the screen, it says mass email is scheduled. Okay. Now, all I can do is cancel the task, or there's an edit button. But let's go through here. What else does it say? So the email is scheduled to review the sending options or delete the scheduled email. There's no ability to modify it, by the way. I've tried that, and it looks like you can, but you actually can't. Maybe they'll update that in Lofty. You can click the bell icon in the upper right corner of the screen, scroll down until you see and locate your mass email, then click open to review the sending options or delete. And then it says, hey, warning, if you click the cancel task, it will immediately cancel the mass email without any confirmation. All right, so if you just want to check and make sure that it really did get scheduled, first of all, it's showing you down here that it did, which is kind of nice. But you can also, that disappears after a little bit of time. So up here in the upper right corner under the bell icon, like this is a couple of days from now, you want to verify you set this up. The way to find out is let me show you that again. You click up here on this bell icon, okay? So the notifications, you open up notifications, and then it says, hey, actions, there's a mass email that you scheduled. So we'll click on that. And sure enough, there's a mass email, the 6 leads that was done, we set up. And if we click this little edit button, what it'll do is it'll open it up and show us what's going on. Now you'll notice it doesn't show us everything. It doesn't show us the contents of the email as an example. It doesn't give us the option to reschedule it. It appears that it does, but it does not. It does tell us that it's scheduled to be sent down here in the bottom left. It's scheduled to be sent on February 7th at 9 a.m. Okay. And it tells us from who and to who and the name of the subject, but it does not show us the contents. And even though it appears I could maybe reschedule this, I cannot. I've learned that you really can't. If you decide that this is a mistake, your only real option is to delete it and start over. And you wouldn't delete from here, by the way. You go ahead and click this as an X out. Up here, where it says mass email, in the upper right corner, you would click this cancel task button. But that's my warning, that if you click that, it will immediately cancel the mass email without any confirmation. I learned that the other day. It's just going to cancel it. Okay, and that's what I did here. I just canceled it. This one actually went out. All right, so that's what's going on there. And the good news is you just learned how to set up an email to go out, an email invitation to your event through the templating process through Lofty. And again, the other reason to do it as a templating process is you have a copy of what you sent out. I know I keep saying this, but I'm a little paranoid. I always want to make sure I'm covering my bases. And so over here in settings, and templates and email right there, Valentine's Day giveaway 2024. If I'm 2 years down the line or a year down the line or 6 months down the line and a government agency says, hey, show me that email you sent out for your giveaway. I want to see it was really a giveaway. You could say, yeah, here it is. And you can just print it out, right? You can open it up, print it out, and send it to them. And there you go, right? That's why I recommend you do that. It's the other reason why you should make sure you're sending a copy to yourself as well. Right? So of all these things, you should always add yourself to the distribution list. All right, but that's how you put together an email event invitation. I hope that was helpful, and we'll see you in the next section.